Every single day, your dog waits for you. And the moment you walk through that door, something happens inside them that most owners never fully understand. It's not just excitement. It's not just habit. What your dog experiences in those first seconds after you come home is one of the most powerful emotional events in their entire day. Scientists have studied it. And what they found changed how I see my dog completely. By the end of this video, that moment when you walk through the door will never feel ordinary again. Let's begin. Before we get into what your dog actually feels, you need to understand one thing about how a dog experiences time. Dogs don't have the same relationship with time that we do. They don't sit and watch the clock. They don't calculate how many hours you've been gone. What they have instead is a biological clock driven entirely by scent, light, and routine. And when those signals align, your dog knows you're coming home before you even pull into the driveway. Here's what happens next. Welcome to Dog Care Secrets, where your dog's health, happiness, and long life come first. Your dog knows you're coming before you get there. Studies on canine scent detection show that dogs can track the gradual fading of their owner's scent throughout the day. As your scent fades from the home, their anticipation builds. This is why dogs often position themselves near the door or window in the hour before you typically return. They're not waiting randomly. They're responding to a biological signal that says it's almost time. Their heart rate begins to increase. Their body prepares for the greeting before the greeting happens. By the time you put your key in the door, your dog's entire nervous system is already activated with anticipation. The door opens, and in that first second, something remarkable happens in your dog's brain. Research using dog brain imaging has shown that when dogs see their owner's face, the reward center of their brain activates. The same region that responds to food, to play, to everything a dog loves most. Your face, specifically your face, triggers a neurological response that scientists describe as genuine joy. Not recognition, not relief. Joy. That spinning, jumping, tail-wagging chaos at the door is your dog's body trying to physically contain something their brain can barely hold. They're not performing for you. They can't help it. You know your dog is happy when their tail wags, but most owners don't know that not all tail wags mean the same thing. Research published in Animal Behavior Science found that the direction of a tail wag carries specific meaning. A tail wagging more to the right indicates positive emotion, excitement, happiness. A tail wagging more to the left indicates stress or uncertainty. When your dog greets you at the door, watch which direction their tail pulls more heavily toward. Almost every time, it swings right, because seeing you is the most unambiguously positive event in their day. We still have the most surprising part ahead, because what your dog feels in the minutes after the greeting is something almost no owner thinks about, and it matters more than the greeting itself. Don't go anywhere. Don't reward excited behavior at the door. Wait until your dog is calm. Ignore the jumping. Only greet them once they're settled. There is a place for that kind of boundary. But here's what the research also shows. Dogs who are consistently ignored at the moment of reunion, even briefly, show elevated cortisol levels, the stress hormone. That first moment of connection is not just emotionally significant, it's physiologically important. Your dog doesn't need you to encourage jumping or chaos, but they do need you to acknowledge them. Eye contact, a calm word, a hand on their head. That signal, "I see you, I'm home," tells their nervous system that the waiting is over and the stress of the day can release. Have you noticed that after the initial greeting, your dog often sighs deeply and lies down near you? That's not them losing interest. That's oxytocin, the bonding hormone. The same one released between mothers and newborns is released in dogs during reunion with their owner. Studies have measured oxytocin levels in dogs before and after owner reunions. The spike is significant. And what follows that spike is a deep physical relaxation. The sigh, the settling near your feet, the closing of eyes while staying close. That's not your dog being low energy. That's your dog in a state of neurological contentment that only you can produce. Most owners assume dogs feel more excitement the longer you've been away. The research tells a more nuanced story. Dogs do show increased greeting intensity after longer separations, but what accompanies that intensity is also elevated cortisol. More excitement, but also more stress. The longer the absence, the harder the nervous system has worked to manage the uncertainty of when you'd return. This is why dogs left alone for very long periods sometimes seem almost frantic at the greeting. Not just happy, relieved. There's a difference, and understanding that difference changes how you think about the time your dog spends waiting for you. Here's the part that will stay with you. Dogs don't just react to you coming home. They remember it. Not the way humans remember, with narrative and detail, but emotionally. The accumulated experience of your arrivals, safe or unpredictable, warm or distracted, present or rushed, shapes how your dog's nervous system is calibrated over time. A dog whose owner consistently arrives and takes even 30 seconds to acknowledge them calmly develops a baseline of security. A dog whose owner consistently rushes past develops a baseline of uncertainty. 30 seconds, every day. That's all the science says it takes. Tonight, when you walk through that door, your dog's brain will light up. Their reward center will fire. Their tail will pull right. Oxytocin will start flowing. And for a few seconds, you will be the single best thing that has happened to them all day. You don't need to do anything dramatic. You don't need to change anything major. Just stop for 30 seconds. Let them know the waiting is over. That's what they've been doing all day, waiting for exactly that moment. And now, you know what it means to them. If this video changed how you see that moment at the door, subscribe to Dog Care Secrets. New videos every week to help you understand what your dog can't tell you. And tell us in the comments, what does your dog do the moment you come home? We read every single one. See you next time.